only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious fermenting it. No larger than a single grain of malt. Ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shaky.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Alright, nothing down to fuck all, borough. Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over. Do you really? The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated, like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again.
You can take it. You're a champion.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine, hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand, abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold, you You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now. It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find that. The window agrees. Its cracked smile is cold and sparkly. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your fleer. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Because you're a police officer, sir. Okay, cool.
She means it. She wouldn't defy authority, however sweaty and bloated it may look.
First, I have to ask, are you okay, sir? You look like you're about to throw up. Can I bring you something?
She's right. Something wants to come out through your mouth. But you can keep it down because your body does not control you.
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression. Come on, why are you still doing this?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
She puts out her cigarette. She looks back at you, alive.
And now, it never stops. Goodbye.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, or you could not do that. No one is making you. Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. And when you're done thinking about them, plus smoking them gives massive bonuses. The door is closed. This door can only be opened. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is indifferent to your loneliness. Still no answer. Still no. You should punch a fucking hole in it. That felt good. Everyone is a... Don't. Everyone is a whore. What does that even mean? You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was all. Still, no. You should punch a fucking hole in it. You hear the murmur of blood in your ears. Your... A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for... As you approach, he narrows his eye. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, This man would hurl himself in death's way to...
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's way... This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area, now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Sure. But did you take it down from the tree? Completely. Does that mean you took the body down? Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree? So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the...
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down. We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. But first, we have to take it down. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
In another time and place, she might have flirted back. But that ship sailed long ago.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Whatever do you mean? Oh, no. I haven't smoked in years.
She shakes her head. Wait, maybe she knows where you can get cigarettes. Delicious toasty cigarettes stuffed to the tip with... You would do well to follow her example. Smoking is the reason you feel like a rag. It's painful for you to even ask these questions.
You should really ask someone younger and more mobile, sweetie. I'm glad you think so, but I still don't know where you can get cigarettes. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? We're in the city of Revachol, dear. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare joy. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no... Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides...
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42. It has something to do with everything.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
You were doing quite well up until the end, dear.
A sigh.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world...
She means this sincerely.
Someone more educated in...
No, I'm not an encyclopedia.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person. Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic. That's quite all right.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Of course, dear. Good luck with...
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul. Of course, at this point, precise measurements of you through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation. Serves them right. What? You have to find something tragic. A man in his late 20s, with a thin, unimpressive beard, notices you approach. Could he be irritated with you? He avoids eye contact altogether.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes?
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
What? I have no idea what that means. What is this, a joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
For a moment, the man fidgets under the lieutenant.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you...
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporary.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case...
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here, and I'm not going to...
I didn't imply that. Detective. It's your turn.
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole...
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
She went away because none of your business. Does she? Maybe she does. Maybe she pertains to the apocalypse. Sylvie is not here because I asked for her number. The dead body out back didn't help either, but it was mostly me. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. Was there something else? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill...
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate this. Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
He ignores you.
No, I'm not the bartender.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This is clearly a touch.
I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. No.
He's very animated.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who's... I hope it is. Why would I have a problem with you? You're a hero cop. Yes, you are. A real decorated hero. What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike. No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't... No, I haven't seen you around. I just got here, remember? Was there anything else?
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's...
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Did someone order a vague, farcical reading of the law? More than one pops into your head.
But it's not inane. You owe me money.
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now.
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window. And the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station. The ledger does. The ledger has a memory. The drinks are non-negotiable. There's no way your station will pay for them. Fine, I'll take it off the bill. You want to sleep in a post-apocalyptic shithole? Go ahead, but I'm not giving you another room. Don't thank me. You still owe me 30 for the drinks. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantage. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than...
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use...
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns it. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here. That's... Of course. What can I help you with? Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. Okay. Since the street sign's messed up? Okay. There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's just coast. There's a little fishing village there.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water everywhere, pouring from...
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather at the harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local... It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. Oh, that...
She's relieved someone has come for it, finally.
What do you mean? We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North. No problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
As you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes.
Whatever you say, officers. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on you. The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month. 2 months, maybe. Apples. Yeah, apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested.
No.
He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You...
It's my last one. Why would I do that? I'm an honest man. I bet. Sorry I couldn't be of any help. It's about biological determinism. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge, you know. You might...
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Oh?
Don't push your luck, Runt. Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell...
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here. You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker? We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work! Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed. We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss. I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through me.
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense and dangerous. Somewhere below it all.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side in this local matter.
Pity. Let us work! We were promised work. We'd be in there, working. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open, but try to get in through the secretary's office. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer, or whatever he is. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done...
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
worn and beaten wooden...
We can sit on benches after we've solved them.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to.
This Post-Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer... There is a hollow, saddened ring. Your toe has suffered damage.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection.
The lieutenant...
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. I know, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl. You're fooling nobody.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while. It's a bookstore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That is a book. They have stories inside them. Its board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones.
She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to...
A postcard is a small... My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Kuno's got this!
Oh yeah! Nappa Gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick!
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. The kid is obviously high. They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
Shits himself?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking end. The fuck are you talking?
He's calling us Kuno!
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. Just take it easy.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want? Yeah, whatever. Kuno, shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever...
Kuno's fucking. Kuno uses the fucking for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno, I don't know, some fucking Mesk or I don't know, some other place, Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
You're testing Kuno's patience.
Get lost,
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it? You're Get
lost,
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
The fuck are you calling a third person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please! No! Get off, Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
Thump. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your Kuno feels it. This was no light tap.
What?
Officer, this is very far from normal police conduct. Get yourself together.
For heaven's sake, he thinks. This has gone too far. Don't make this any worse.
Okay, pig.
If this act was about him trying to establish dominance over you...
Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad...
The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her eyes are alive.
Okay, pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want?
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S. Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win your...
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do...
Idiot. You bungled it up. That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad, manipulative thing to...
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We want...
chill comes over you, the wind from the boulevard south, lashing you for trying to separate them, for trying to take the street out of Kuno. He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno! Trying to fuck at me! Trying to fuck! Kuno only gets higher! It's faster, faster, faster! Can't take the Kuno!
Kuno gonna fuck you up! Up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
You're dreaming, pig! That's not how this shit works!
A little. But don't expect anything to.
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno! Fuck his fat ass!
Kuno doesn't fuck.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like, and his tongue, you seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up of his own. No one is...
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It... You feel a great force ringing from your stomach, your body, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making these worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but the body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. What do you mean, feel? We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or... We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has...
Hello again, officer? Sure. I'm done with... Go easy on that stuff.
Before you stands a motorcab. Vapor emanates from the large engine. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button, the soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I...
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the... Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you. What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the court. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the Union. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, go on. No, absolutely not.
Ouch. That's like 20 points of pride damage right there.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skewer thing happened. It just made me want to quit. Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, Union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you... Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that. And then I had to deal with your toilet, the one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet. Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing.
She's worried she might have accidentally done something bad. Then she remembers it's...
Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not... The stuffed bird, the great Stua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird." I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. It was a pretty bird, there since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. We call her Scotty.
There's genuine sadness in her voice.
All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. Which one would that be? Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in San Sans. Butchered that right up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do. No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing. With the corpse and all that.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone cord coiled.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. Okay, but please don't mess it up.
You hear a sigh of relief.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57's...
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a metallic drawer slides.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long...
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what? The pry bar feels not cold and useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The pull-out toolbox slides back.
Can I help you? Wait, what? But what about the bird? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
You broke the skewer!
I assure you it was him.
It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message.
That bird ain't no symbol of hope.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me? Really? I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...?
Or can you give him a moment? Somehow you realize this is not going to net you any professional discounts. Already...
Mine? No, it belongs...
Thank you for clearing that up.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put that trap...
I thought as much. And are you...
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. Yes, have you got it? For the drinks, 30 real. Like what? What thing? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after... Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers.
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be...
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing.
Absolutely.
You wait and see. Absolutely. In the... This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, with a well-oiled crack. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, hobo cop. Dive into that dumpster. There is. But you... The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Wow. An Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon. Half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny. It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000. That's too bad, because none of those things are actually in there. There's just food waste. All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the...
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
You see milk and egg rest. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Baptiste Soleil sits among the threadbare kitchen towel as the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's...
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that?
See?
The lieutenant nods. It's just organic. Nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash? Understood.
Be untroubled. If anything, this small moment, the container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. You said you didn't want to talk about the ledger. However, now that you have it back, it would not hurt.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's a metaphor. Below the pathetics? Terror. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do, an aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescent.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Any capable light with the right wavelength. All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen water.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the...
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers, they're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate. due to missing pages. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number. Yes, all caps. One is, others appear more light-hearted. The guy's on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder. You like this grimy murder. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use this. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched. The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. Inspect the interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds of things to be done and things.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. Arson, petty. You don't exactly close them, so in the back you see thin translucent copy of paper. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle one, a monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. So these are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for a dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. Color of the irises, predation marks. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. Something rattles inside, ever so. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is with your hands. U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board. The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slide. The slides snap back into place, without resistance, or 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The ticket, thin wax paper, has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet. It smells of chew. A touch of cinnamon. The end of summer. Familiar handwriting lines that... Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake. Throw it away, please. A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising...
Let go.
Your hands shake, holding on to it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks, you. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe... Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on. To what? There's nothing.
Detective,